whether it's disappointment or a word you would choose, on where we find ourselves on these issues that impact people of color, that impact black people in 2013.
Well, I think one of the things that I hope this show and other shows like it, and young people like the two young men who are here, I hope they get a hold, and I'm willing to share with you a whole box of information about how people saw that from Newsweek, Ebony, Washington Post, New York Times, all over the country, how they saw that march, because it says something about what we did that woke up America. That's number one. Children need to understand that. You didn't arrive at this point just with the click of a button. And you need to know that. Number two, I think that you have to always analyze what's going on day by day. What shows we're slipping back, what shows we're moving forward. You're going to have to focus and refocus. And that means a group of people who continually keep in mind that we have to still achieve that dream. We have to, and we can't achieve it without a lot of pain, but a lot of effort. I would like to see the school and schools like Morgan have that kind of African American curriculum, which inspires young people to go out in any small way, whether it's their community, their church, their organization, their fraternities, sororities, whatever, to talk about those pieces of Dr. King's speech that continue to be relevant and attach to it an agenda to make it happen.
George Collins, what is, and then I'm coming to you, Pastor, what is the agenda that was started 50 years ago? But yet, as you just said, the mantle has to be picked up. The mantle has to be passed because there's still so much work to be done.
There's still a lot of work to be done. It's just a classic situation. In yesterday's paper, I believe it was, we had, yesterday or the day before, Morgan State University will not have an opportunity to participate in these scholarship grants, as it were, and you're going to lose some people out of the university. The fact that we have racism on two levels. One is racism that is inculcated in the law enforcement frames of America, and this is why the Attorney General today has to go back and talk about this federal law. And we also have such violence done to the education of black Americans and their institutions. Black institutions are having a tough time of surviving in these economic times not because you have somebody who is imposing on them now unfair rules and regulations. It's because the official structure in education and in some other areas of life, there was official sanction of the imposition and the exercise of those unequal treatments reserved for black Americans. So we have got to look at the laws continuously, locally and federally, and dig out what regulations that hold black institutions, historical black institutions, on a level that is not comparable to the University of Maryland. And what we are saying today is that so many we have inherited in our laws. We have inherited so many supporters of inequality in this American society. We had better start looking at the legislatures and looking at the people in Congress, because there are many laws that have been handed down who are doing much damage to the welfare of black Americans today as they did when they were first imposed years ago.
We're almost out of time.